something that I've been learning is to realize that we are constantly learning. And so we are constantly adapting, right? Most of us, or many of us, getting to this like tremendously humongous goals and push and push and push and push and push. And we don't even stop to think, how come? What are we doing this for?
We are here closing out this year that we call 2020, right? I think my favorite meme was the Back to the Future one, and Doc is telling Marty McFly about the time machine, the DeLorean. They're sitting on the edge of the car, and it says, "Whatever you do, the first rule of time travel: never, ever put 2020 in." I thought that was out of all the craziness. I mean, but
maybe you should, and then he can change it.
Yeah, right. There could be some opportunity. So the thing that I guess I want to say for today's podcast is, how do we close this year out? And so my thoughts are, whatever it was, for some of us, it was harder than others. We all went through change. I think everyone has had to be flexible. And then as we look onward for where we're going to go, I think, the thing that comes to me is, how can we be compassionate and kind to ourselves? Like whatever was or wasn't, I guess for the things that was, we can celebrate. And the things that weren't the way that we want, how can we, allow ourselves for a reset and have compassion, because we're going to move into this new year. It's, for a lot of people, it's always been the New Year's resolution, a fresh start. I think we all like to have more than one a year, like we want to reset almost every day. But just in reflection, I'm curious how both of you, Giovanni and Alvaro, how do you allow yourself to reset? Like when you come to the close of something, whether it went the way you want or not, how do you allow yourself forgiveness, I guess, in a way, like for kind of forgiving yourself, letting go, so that you can just start fresh?
I don't know. I think that what I've been learning, because it's not been always the same, but something that I've been learning is to realize that we are constantly learning, and so we are constantly adapting, right? Most of us, or many of us, getting to this like tremendously humongous goals and push and push and push and push and push, and we don't even stop to think, how come? What are we doing this for? And so one of the things that I'm still learning a lot, is to stop and smell the roses, right? Stop and say, like, what am I doing? How come? And what have I learned, right? What are the things that are actually working, and celebrate those? That's really important, I think. So it's like, hey, we're doing good. These things are working. And the other one is like, if the things are not working exactly how we want them, how we would like them to look? How would we like them to be? And that is what I'm finding is that is a really important reflection that allows us to make those, tiny changes, because nothing is drastic, just like those small changes that have those big results. So that's how I would say.
And I love what you're adding in here to the conversation, and Alvaro, it's beautiful because, and it's what I've found, and I'll want to get over to you, Giovanni. I found it, like, just even recently, well, one, just overall, I've seen it like dozens of people really rethinking their life in this year, because that whole why, what am I doing, has become even more priority during all these changes. But then I also have noticed just this year, a lot of us got busy doing stuff. Some people like never had homeschooled their kids or different things. So like there was a lot of busyness in this year, like because of the change, people got to work, and not everyone, but some people ended up having more work, even though some people were out of work. I know a number of people had more work. And then they're coming to me. A lot of people are coming for consultation, and the clients that are coming to me, they're saying, Steve, we're having trouble planning. And you know what I've noticed, Alvaro, to your point, they're not pausing. It's hard to make a plan if you don't pause. It's like
Yeah.
not having a huddle. It's like, go to the next play. Well, what are we doing? It doesn't matter. Go. And then you're like, go. And then, and if you're go in your life, you're not actually taking the time back, like you said, to smell the roses. And in smelling the roses, taking that pause, that permission to pause, you're able to then start strategizing for the next step. And, you know, I find many people that say, I can't figure out how to get a plan. They most likely haven't taken enough break to take that time. Hey there, I want to give you something really big. It's called Clear Path to Customers. It's the way that we get the right language to get the right client. I like to call them your wow clients, so that you can have more results, more revenue, more raving fans, and more referrals. And I want to give this to you absolutely free. And all you have to do is go to stevenapolitan.com to check it out, or you can look at the description here. We'll put the details there. As always, remember, choose gratitude and create freedom.